welcome. Again, I made a promise to you, Sacramento, that I was going to actually put a spotlight on what we got going on here, and that's exactly what I'm doing here. So let's go ahead and get this started. Welcome to the spotlight here on hype-radio.com. I, of course, am your man Shadow, and tonight is like every other night that I open this microphone. I bring you the best of the best of the motherfucking best. And tonight will be no different than the other night. But I'm letting it be known that Sacramento's mud is just as genuine and great as everybody else's mud that y'all want to put more of a light on. So it's my job to put a brighter light on what we have here. Tonight, sitting to my left, is a man of extraordinary character and talent. Tonight, based on him dropping his brand new album, which we're going to get into here in a second, I have my bruh, KXEZY. What's up with you, bruh?
Man, thank you for having me, Shadow.
Hey, man, thank you for showing up because you a busy man. you always out and about doing what you got to do, and I can't do nothing but respect that. So, yeah, I appreciate you.
Oh, yeah, it's all good, man. It's all love. It's no Hollywood shit over here.
Oh, bro, you so far from Hollywood, it's ridiculous. But your talent needs to be in Hollywood because this new album, like, it dropped today. And if you didn't go and get it, you're going to want to go get it after this. Because to look at him and talk to this, I don't want to say goofy, but this always happy-go-lucky, you know, offbeat, like he in his own world. He groovy. He's shit. But when you hear his music, you're like, what? It don't add up. But I'm telling you, that album is cool as fuck. So we gonna start on the other end of this shit. We gonna get into this new album a little bit later. But for right now, let's go ahead and touch on some other things that you are known for. Now, I met you back in the day when we was doing the station.
Yep, good times, man.
Ooh,
Golden era.
great
How
times.
I look at it.
Now, you were known as the party starter.
Yeah, indeed.
How did you even get involved with that?
Man, dang, that's a good question. Oh, okay. So how I got started with that was my senior year of high school. You know, they had the Club Teen Live days in Sacramento. Anybody that knows about Club Teen Live, it used to be lit. It was a whole situation.
Right.
So
I remember that crazy ass shit.
yeah, so you know, they always looking for hosts and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, cool. I got down with that. All they needed, you know, a face on a flyer, you know? And it was cool because, like I said, senior year, it's the end of high school. I'm partying. I'm done with sports. I was running track. So I'm chilling. I'm good. And it got to a point for me where I was like, you know what? I'm going to put my homies on. You know, we get in for the F. Who don't want to get in for the F?
Man.
While everybody else standing in line, we get to just walk in.
No line, free 99.
Free 99. And then it escalated from there after graduating high school. Decided, you know, let's make some money off of this. So, you know, the homies band together, kind of like Voltron. You dig? Doing the Megazord from Power Rangers. We just
Right.
assembled. No Avengers. And, yeah, I just fell into it because me personally, anyone that has known me, they know I like to have a good time. Like, I'm a very lively person. And I'm a big 90s hip hop head. So when I look at the 90s and the way they got down, that's what I try to emulate.
Okay.
Is that
okay.
same kind of essence of, you know, having a good time at all times.
Now, with you saying that, because, you know, it was always dance.
Mm-hmm.
It was always the hip hop dance, you know, the popping, the breaking. But then these young cats, which, you know, a lot of cats don't realize, they kind of started here in Sacramento. The
Mm-hmm.
Jabberwockies kind of made it cool to be in a group and dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've seen you gig, bruh. Like you, Jabberwockies, if you're looking for somebody extra on your squad, come out at
Hey,
KXEZY.
and it's funny because one of them is my cousin.
Stop it.
Kevin?
Kevin, yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin's your cousin?
Yeah.
Oh.
My mom knows his people. Like, I never got to meet Kevin personally,
Uh-huh.
but like my mom told me, like, yeah, that's family bloodline. So it was just like, damn. And I actually have a lot of cousins that are doing great things when it comes to entertainment, and I've never had the chance to meet them. So it's just me. I'm just trying to build my own legacy to where when we do happen to be in the same room, it's like, yo, like we're blood family.
Right.
So
that's cool to the motherfucker.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's a trip, man.
Wow, I'm trying to make a conversation. I really hit on something. Damn. Well, that's cool as fuck. Now, why didn't you ever get into the dance part of the game?
Well, I used to dance. Most people that know me,
even know this
yeah,
shit.
most people that know me, they know that, like I said, you know, back in those times of like, you know, going to parties and stuff like that, especially house parties, before the whole organizing an actual party using an establishment and stuff of that nature, we were doing house parties. So back then, when the hyphy movement came out, everybody was turfing. So I was one of the turf dancers out here in SAC, and I was younger than everybody. Like everybody was older than me. I was in middle school at the time, while everyone else is like in high school.
Okay.
So I'm battling cats that's like about 2 to 3 years older than me.
Okay.
But that's why I was like so wrong, because that's who I'm going up against or who we're practicing with, kind of thing.
So,
yeah.
so it was a matter of you knew you were playing a better team, so you played better when you got to play them.
Exactly.
Got it.
Iron sharpens iron.
Off the rip. Off the rip. Now, let's go ahead and move forward. As long as I've known you, I've known about this, but I've never asked how it's come about.
Mm-hmm.
Groovy Tribe. How did that get started? When did you want to start doing clothing line? And I want to know how we came up with Sensei.
Okay, so as far as the idea of the brand, I had a whole nother idea for a clothing brand. Because, I mean, I used to draw on clothes growing up, and people that have known me since elementary school, which is only very few people, I can damn near count on like one hand, that I'm still cool with till this day. I used to draw on clothes. Like, I was a very artistic kind of kid.
Okay.
I used to, you know, draw anime characters, cartoon characters, self-taught, mind you. So I kind of knew I wanted to create something of my own for other people to wear. I used to do like custom stuff, like jackets and stuff like that. So
I remember that.
I had a conversation with my sister. She actually did my video for Los Scandalous for my album.
Okay.
So her and I, we were just, you know, chopping it up, and I'm like, I have this idea for a brand, but I didn't know, you know, what name I should use. So she said Tribe, because I'm all about knowing your roots, you know, for my fellow melanated people, because, you know, you have a sense of self, and you can kind of navigate better in life when you have a sense of self. So that's why she said Tribe. And I grew up in an old school household. So then I said Groovy, and you know, with a fresh idea, you put the two words together, you gotta kind of say it to yourself a couple of times for it to kind of like stick. And that's how Groovy Tribe came about.
Now, I'm gonna take it kind of personal, because I've never gotten any Groovy Tribe gear, and I've been seeing a lot of it lately. I done seen the little bucket hats, I done seen a couple shirts. You talk about you doing jackets, so where can we go and get this clothing line that's like limited edition, special pieces? Nobody can find it except for Indiana Jones. Like, what's going on? Where can people find this at?
Well, you can definitely find it on Instagram, because right now I'm reconstructing some things in my life. So I'm not really operating the business like that, but you can still purchase stuff from me. So you can go on Instagram at Groovy Tribe. That's Groovy, Groo, with 2 V's, Y, and then Tribe. It's just that simple. Just follow me on Instagram, and if you happen to see something that I post, or if you have a question on a piece, probably like a t-shirt, a hat, beanie, whatever the case may be, keychain, you know, I'll always answer.
Okay, I'm gonna remember that, because I'm gonna need a jacket.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna need a jacket to match the hat, bruh.
For sure. I got you. You know, you gotta always keep it groovy.
Off the rip. Now, you have this great piece of work that you've been working on for a while, because I remember when you posted it on the gram saying you're going to drop your album today.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, worldwide, being first time. This is it.
Mm-hmm.
This is world premiere, so let it be known. Uh, Everybody was saying it's about time. How long have you been holding on to this album? Because I mean, that was a majority of the responses coming. It's about time. Well, damn. Okay, it's about time. I was like, I'm throwing the flames. Like, yay! Congratulations. Let's do this, motherfucker. It's about time. All over the place. What happened? What's going on?
Life, man. Because at the end of the day, like, I'm just like anybody else. I still got to live my life, you know, trying to figure things out. And especially, you know, being an artist, you're still an entrepreneur yourself. You're a face to your own brand. And, you know, being in relationships and then a whole lot of unexpected things you don't see happen in your life, that's just, it is what it is. So I got to take care of my priorities, you know? And this project, the last time I dropped even a project, it's been 5 years.
Damn.
Yeah, but I at least dropped singles in between time. In the meantime, but
So you using a cheat code?
Yeah,
You
to still show
enough.
people like I'm still doing my thug.
You putting the worm on the hook and you holding it over the water. You're not putting it in the water.
Yeah,
You cheating.
yeah. So, when I got to the tail end of my project, because when COVID hit, I was in the lab heavy. Because obviously I was working, I was an essential worker, so I didn't really have the luxury for some people. They were staying at home while they were still getting a check. Yeah. I was still out here, risking my life.
Still
Essential.
Yeah, I was the same.
Man, so when I get paid, you know, I hit the homie, hey, studio time. I'm in there working, knocking it out. Got to the tail end of it, and stuff happened even on my engineer's end. I'm not gonna disclose what happened, but it was a setback. So then it was kind of like, all right, when he gets up and running and stuff, and then we on and popping, and then stuff happened for me. Like I'm supposed to be moving out of SAC, and it's supposed to be for a job. So then I'm like, damn, all right, like shit, life is about to transition real fast. And then stuff changed. I was like, all right. I already went to the studio. It was literally a day before I was gonna leave. I went to the studio, knocked out the last song. Everything was good. Cool. My project is officially done. So now I just have to drop it, because obviously you gotta promote it.
Right.
So you gotta push that promo, and that's when people, you know, was on my line when I dropped the cover art. They were like, "Bruh, finally!" Like, damn. Took you long enough.
Yeah, all over.
Yeah, it took you long enough, but one thing is for sure and two things for certain. You can't rush quality, because a lot of music nowadays gets rushed, and that's why it doesn't last long either. So I feel like this project, dropping it now is kind of like bittersweet, really.
Okay. Now, I like to ask artists what it is that they do and what they take with them when they go to the studio. Now, I'm going to ask you that question, but from me knowing you, I just think you're going to be taking a whole bunch of incense. it's going to be some Afro pics on the board, like that's what I see, because you have a tremendously old soul, bro. Like you belonged in Oakland during the Black Panther, like big ass Angela Davis afros, and like your soul was born in the 70s, but you're not a 70s baby.
Unfortunately.
So when you go to the studio, what is it that KXEZY takes to set his mood? And do you take an entourage of people with you?
No, I don't take an entourage.
Okay.
At all.
But what is it that you take or you need when you know you're finna go to the studio?
Shoot, to be honest with you, a bottle of water. Because, man, I get a dry mouth. I got to stay hydrated. You dig?
See, that's
I
what
don't
I'm
have
talking
to...
about, this old soul shit. Every artist on the planet is a Hennessy, a champagne bottle. I need weed. You talking about, I need H2O.
Yeah, H2O. The thing that we're surrounded by. It's really that simple. But yeah, I don't need no entourage. I don't need to like smoke weed. I don't need to bring no bottle with me. Like my stuff is already pre-written, and I already rehearse it at home, so I know exactly how it needs to sound for me because I rehearse it enough times on how it needs to hit. All the other stuff is like the special effects, reverbs and stuff of that nature. That's just extra stuff. I just do that freestyling, just like we'll just do that there and then. But as far as getting the verse out and the way it needs to sound and the way I'm doing the flow pattern, that's already rehearsed.
Now, for anybody who's known the 90s style artists, you knew that when you went to the studio, you had to get your point across. It was no playing around because they had the little tape and they had to do all that. It was, here's my money, be about your business, bust your verse, and let's get the fuck up out of here before it costs anymore.
Straight like that.
Now, was it somebody in your family that was musically inclined to give you that kind of?
No, not really. That told me personally.
Yeah.
But watching other, great artists, really, watching interviews, documentaries, seeing how they operate. Like, I would name another legend, Tupac. He was a workhorse.
Yeah, he was
because
amazing.
he accomplished so much in such a short time before he passed. But he accomplished so much. He was just working, banging out, songs in the studio. And this is going based off of like watching documentaries and stuff, how he would work. And then other people that have actually been around Pop and how they can speak on him because they've been around him and worked with him. He didn't play around when he went to the studio. It was business. Soon as one track was done, they didn't even do like the mix and mastering and stuff like that. He goes to the next track.
Right.
Because he was really about just banging out work.
Right.
So I kind of approach it with the same mentality. And especially, I don't have all the money in the world. So that's why I rehearse my stuff, go to the studio, knock it out. And thankfully, I have a great engineer, which is also a homie. And we actually have great chemistry.
Bro,
Sometimes,
shout him out, man. Shout him out.
Oh yeah, shout outs to my guy Scotty, man, that's my bro right there, and he's an artist himself, so he sometimes hears things that I don't hear that he'll add to the song, and I'm like, oh yeah, that pop, thank you, bro. But I believe and trust his artistic ear.
Okay.
When he has an ear for stuff, I trust his judgment. I'll let him create. That's how I get down. I'm actually an open-minded person. I'll hear a new idea or adding this, whatever the case may be. Oh yeah, let's do it for sure. I'm with it.
Okay.
I'm not about to be closed-minded because, hey, that one little thing that you add can change the whole vibe of a song.
Right.
So,
Right.
why not be open-minded to it?
Okay. Well, now we've come to what we've gathered here today for. What is the name of your new album?
New Kid on the Block.
Now, how did you come up with that?
You know what's funny? It came from a movie.
Oh, jeez.
You would never guess what movie it came from.
What movie?
House Party.
You talk about the freestyle battle?
Yes, and you got it right on the head,
Come on,
bro.
man. I'm already knowing.
Nailed it, for sure, yes. When he said it in a verse, that's what triggered the idea for my project. I was watching House Party, which is one of my favorite movies to watch, and I was like, that's it. That's the title.
That's
and I
dope.
left it at that.
That's dope. Now, you've got like 13 songs on this album. Great piece of work. Where did you? Well, no, we can't do that because you don't want to put. So, did you do a lot of the studio work in Sacramento, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you have some amazing beats on here.
I knew it. That's all I've been getting compliments from.
Amazing, like, and they're like not what you would normally think a person would put together. Like one of my favorites, "Crush on You." That's gonna be my shit. Like, but who did you get your beats from?
YouTube.
Now everybody talk about the YouTube beats. Everybody. Well, obviously it's got to be the truth because your album kind of smacked from front to back, bruh.
Because I listen to producer sounds. I listen to like what they post. So when I follow their pages, you know, whenever they drop something, you know, I get the little notification on my phone. I go check out the beat myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, I'm feeling the vibe. But the thing is, when a beat really hits for me, my pen will start to move. That's when I'm like, oh yeah. Because it's so fire, it automatically triggers my creative thoughts for me to start writing.
So you're beat driven. You don't walk into a studio with your lyrics already ready and hear a beat to put it on, or you got to hear the beat to get what you want to put on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I gotta hear the beat
Okay.
because I can sit in my room for literally hours at a time listening to beats. So whatever's fire to me, I kind of take like a mental note of it, so I don't forget it and who's it by. Because you know on YouTube you can like the content, so then I go through my likes list and I'm like, all right, I like that one, I like that one, I like that one. I'm gonna write this one, cool, that's done now. I write that one, okay, cool, that's done. Write that one, cool, that's done, so on and so forth. And then I go on with the process of I go and purchase the beat. So that way the song is already written. I just now need to obtain this beat officially and have it in my possession, so now I can go record it.
Okay.
So that's just how I go about it. But yeah, as far as you know, finding the beats, it's just based upon what kind of sound that the producer can do. Like, are they versatile? You know, because if they are, and I really like their content, I'm gonna follow you. So that way I can keep tabs on like what you're posting. So if you have something else, I'm grabbing that beat fast.
Okay. Well, you said you did a video for Los Scandalous, which is one of the smacks on this album. For whatever reason, during a period of time, we'll say during the pandemic, we'll say motherfuckers was sick.
Yeah.
People were doing videos that had nothing to do with the goddamn song. You talk about the most irritating. Okay, I'm gonna come back into my
It's
soul.
actually a lot of videos.
I can't stand that. Now, Los Scandalous. Does the video match the song?
Actually, yeah.
Okay.
Because where I shot it at.
God damn, thank you.
Yeah, where I shot it at, it makes perfect sense. I shot it in Los Angeles.
Now, the video's already out, isn't it?
Yes.
Shout out to Sis for shooting it. Appreciate
Shout out
you.
to my sister Sydney. You dig?
So
Love you, sis.
We're going to go ahead and give y'all a little peek to Los Scandalous here. Go ahead and introduce it, bro. We're going to give them a little something.
All right, this is officially one of the songs off of my project, New Kid on the Block, Los Scandalous, featuring my brother from another mother, Madman Leak.
World premiere here on hype-radio.com.
Feel like rappers don't use rappers. Well known fact that we're real trapper. With no clothes, don't get cold. They taste gold. Other side of the rainbow, never get sold. I suppose. Stop playing with your nose, with the blow. Why the snow? Oh hell no. We're straight to the brain to maintain the fame. High as a plane, high as a kite. Medicaid, ignite the pipe. Messing with the mystical, crystal, be critical. Thirsty for attention is an illness, risk you can't feel it. None to the done. Real quick, got dream chasers versus cloud chasers. I'm a cloud maker, go ahead, run your mouth. Got something to talk about. Say I'm worth this, money in my pocket. Walk with purpose, so perfect. Others so nervous, city filled with clowns. It's a circus city, looking pretty, keep it litty. Got a lot of people, nitty gritty. When he give you a penny. Dope is a joke, but steady wanna sell you hoes. I'd rather go to the lab and cook some dough. I could sell soap to a fiend, hustle by any means. Even if I'm blind, all I see is green. Dollar signs on my mind, $1,000,000 thoughts. This isn't a contest. Pay for my contest within just before I open your chest. Bless. It It can get dangerous, that's lost, scandalous. Smile for the cameras, that's lost, scandalous. Hollywood, Mollywood, that's Los Angeles, it's treacherous. Backstab their head to the back. It can get dangerous, that's lost, scandalous. Smile for the cameras, that's lost, scandalous. Hollywood, Mollywood, that's Los Angeles, it's treacherous. Backstab their head to the back. Whole lot of stories in the city. City of the angels, city of the dreams. For what I've seen, Hollywood, Mollywood, more like the city of motherfucking please. Feed it for clout to be on the scene. Hell of a drug, it's a treacherous thing. How you like living in place where most everyone's fake cause they wanna get put on the screen. Birth is a real when it's all on my jeans. DNA solid, that's all on my schemes. Never did dirt on nobody who call me your friend. And my word is my way, my beliefs. Demons is faulty, I had to decrease. My circle, I rounded up tight as caprice. I'm a lost scandalous, pushing caprice. Oh, you know those things that you need. Post for a photo to say you was seen. Ain't it the beat that that's what they believe. Me, I'm more tangible, come with intangibles. I like to put my whole thing on your feet. You know, got nothing to hold different values.
Bruh, stop the violence, man. Now, I've heard you perform before.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to, what am I looking at? Steezy Peso? He on your line, bruh.
What's poppin'?
Steezy Peso on your line. Shout out to you. Thank you for tapping in. I never knew you were so damn lyrical.
Mm-hmm.
Now, being a West Coast artist, you know, West Coast is usually beat driven and they talk that. We got some lyrical cats here now. Is that really who you are? Kind of like the music makes you take on a whole new lyrical aspect of the game, or?
Well, for me growing up, I was very, I guess you could say, interested with East Coast because, you know, the way they had the heavy lyricists,
Mm-hmm.
Big L, Big
Ooh.
Pun.
Ooh, you naming legends.
Yeah, obviously Notorious B.I.G.
Obviously.
Biggie. You got a Tribe Called Quest. There's like, the list really does go on. There's so many great artists that had came from the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
But don't get it twisted. My pops, he was a very, you know, West Coast driven, obviously. So you got Dog Pound, Mac 10.
Ooh,
You
ooh.
got Snoop, you know, 213. It's so many people. I mean, Ice Cube, his pen game was crazy. So having the balance of both, you know, having the West Coast influence, because obviously I'm a kid from Cali, so of
Mhm.
course that's
Mhm.
automatic. But having, I guess you could say, the lyrical ability to kind of sound like it has an East Coast essence to it.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
and obviously with 90s hip hop, let's be honest here. Artists in the 90s were different than the artist caliber now,
Oh,
by far.
Yeah.
They call it the golden era of hip hop.
you talking about diamonds and dirt, bruh. There's no comparison.
Yeah. So, I listen to a lot of 90s hip hop music.
Okay.
So, listening to them, whether we talking about female rappers or even male rappers, their pen game was crazy, no matter where they came from. Especially, you know, with the whole East Coast versus West Coast. But let's be honest here, the pen game was going crazy. So I model after that because that's what I grew up listening to. Even in early 2000s, you could still make a club banger or whatever, but you could still bar it up though at
Right,
the same time.
Right.
I'm not about to like dumb my content down for y'all to easily follow. Shout outs to KRS-One. He's out here still doing his thing, dropping knowledge
Facts.
and barring it. By
Facts.
far one of the top lyricists for
Facts.
sure. Like, come on now.
Facts. Now, when did you know that music is where you wanted to go? Shout out to little Christian. He's making sure you know who he is.
Oh, what's poppin'? I guess at the age of 8, because
Damn.
my cousin, my older cousin, him and his friends, they would have little ciphers.
Okay.
And me being the younger cousin, I look up to my older cousin. So, you know, I would try to hop into sessions too. I was trash. I was complete garbage.
Well, at least you admitting it. I give you credit for that.
Garbage. But I kept, working at my craft. I wasn't one of those blessed ones that were just literally God-given. I had to work for mine.
Right.
So, just watching them, do their little ciphers and stuff. I'd hop into sessions. And then I had another older cousin that he actually was doing music with one of his homeboys. So, at 13, did the first song. It was my cousin's homeboy song, but they featured me on there.
Oh, okay.
And this was around the hyphy movement. So it was like a little party, little turned up little joint during MySpace days. Anybody that remembers the golden times of MySpace? Man, it was fun times. But
getting them damn codes and trying to get that little
right.
image on.
That's why my generation is different. We literally were doing coding at such a young age and not even realizing, like, bruh, that's a bag in that. But we were doing it because it was fun.
Yeah.
But anywho, so this is in middle school. Like I said, hyphy movement was going on, and dropped that song on MySpace. I was playing basketball. Everybody around the school heard it. They was like, yo, you rap? I was like, yeah. That was my first time to actually showcase me really rapping for real.
Okay.
So, and ever since then, actually no, not even just that. My 6th grade year before I went to middle school, my homeboy and I performed in the school talent show. Didn't even rap. I was singing. My homeboy and I did.
Just sing, bro.
I can hold a note. I ain't gonna say I'm a real singer. See, there's a difference. I can harmonize.
Okay.
I can't really sing.
Okay.
But I can harmonize. See, people need to understand that.
There's a difference.
There is a difference. So, him and I did the song "Let Me Love You" by Mario.
Smash.
Yes.
Still,
After
till today.
till this day.
Till this day.
But after the show, or at least our performance, we get off stage, we go through the back room, okay, then at least outside. We go outside, we was like, oh yeah, man, we killed that, woo, woo, woo. A group of girls come outside from the what is it called? The cafeteria, because that's where the, talent show was.
Here comes the motivation.
So, a group of girls come flying out. They screaming, oh my God,
Motivation.
I was startled, I was like, what the hell? Like, what's going on? I look at the homie like, what the hell about to go on? They wanted our autograph.
Damn.
I looked at him. I was like, oh yeah.
Motivation.
Ever since then, I knew I wanted to do music. Ever since that day.
Well, with that being said, there's a track on this new album, New Kid on the Block, that I'm just like, yeah, this is gonna be like a summer banger or some shit. You already know it's crushing me, bro. So.
Oh yeah, of course. Even the woman artist that's on there, she go crazy. Shout outs to her. She even said it herself. This is gonna be the summer banger. My homeboy texted me today. That's one of the songs. Yeah, because of the essence that it holds, and I executed well. Because if I'm gonna do a '90s sampled classic,
which is a classic banger,
I have to deliver. Shout outs to Little Kim.
Yes.
Hopefully she gets to actually hear it, and probably at least contact her brother. That's why I know I'm on the radar. Stop playing with me.
I'm gonna tag her in this shit.
Man.
Go ahead and give an intro to it, bro.
Yo, this is the exclusive
world premiere
of Crush on You off of my project New Kid on the Block featuring She Go Crazy. And you gonna wonder why? You gonna see.
Indeed. Another world premiere here on hype-radio.com.
Oh yeah. You dig it? I got the queen.
Tail, I like this.
Shout out to Tail.
That boy Tail is a beast.
I had to bang his line.
West side is the best side.
Tail, you need to come see me, bro.
Hey, yo, Tail, I had to chill this shit, you dig?
Stop them. First of all, that is going to be the summer banger. Second of all, you heard it here first on hype-radio.com. Third, it's in rotation already. Make sure you tune in. The whole album is in play right now. It's ridiculous. Bruh, who is she that was spitting fire out on that?
She go crazy. That's who she is.
Wow.
That's her name.
Bruh,
She go crazy.
Miss
Now you
She
know
Go
why.
Crazy, you got to come sit down with me because that shit was fire, bruh. So, when y'all got into the studio and heard this beat, what was going on in your mind?
See, this is the thing. So I hit Teo, right?
Which is a monster, by the way.
Yeah, shout outs to the bro. Teo, I like this. Y'all, if y'all need a beat, holla at Teo. He's the guy. He's the man for the job.
I like Taylor.
So I hit Teo because I'm at work. Actually, I was just getting off.
Okay.
I'm listening, to the 90s music, and I'm like, man, I've noticed firsthand at any event, whenever Crush on You gets played, the women love the track. They be
go
going
crazy.
in, they say it word for word, bar for bar.
Crazy.
So then I thought to myself, I wrote my verse to the original song. And I was like, you know what? I need a 90s classic to sample to add to my project. And what better choice than to do Crush on You? So then I hit Tail. I said, yo, keep the same essence, but throw the little West Coast twist to it, So then when he officially sent me the beat, I was like, bruh, this goes crazy.
Taylor put his finger in that gumbo, bruh.
And then next thing you know, I'm trying to look for a female artist. I actually had 3 in mind. So one of them I hit up. She said she already did like her own little version to it.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, that's out of the question.
Right.
The other one I hit, she never responded back. She initially did respond to me the first time, and then I don't know, somehow got lost connection.
We'll say life happens.
Yeah, we'll just say that. So then she go crazy. I've seen her perform. I've seen her get down. I've actually hosted a show where she was performing. So I know what she can do. She was more so aggressive towards me about wanting to be on the song. She's like, I'm the woman for the job.
She was right.
And sure enough, she was correct.
Mm-hmm.
So then I said, you know what? All right. She's going to be the woman on the song. And sure enough, as you can see, she delivered.
Great choice. Great choice.
And when we performed it the first time, we didn't even have the official show mix version of the song.
Okay.
But we did it at a pop-up where I was selling my merchandise, and a lot of people that I've met, other business owners that only pretty much met me as a business owner, they didn't know I was a rapper. They didn't know I can even have the ability. So then I literally shocked everybody when I got on the mic and performed. They was literally jaw dropped. Like, that's how you get down? You get down like that? Yeah.
I know the feeling because when I saw you, I was like, I did not know KXEZY could do this. Damn, all right.
Yeah, so when we performed that, oh yeah, she was on my line talking about like, yo, we need to drop this joint. Because she been wanting to perform it. So I was like, hey, I got you. So then, once we officially wrapped up the session and everything, we got the second verse in, because we did our first verses. I got the first one, she got the second one. So then when it was time to do the third, where we go back and forth, just like the actual song. Because again, I wanted to capture that 90s essence with the new school feel. So, and that's how that came about, really.
Well, let it be known that New Kid on the Block is in rotation here on Hype Radio. Bruh, I'm pushing it. This is a summer banger. Y'all gonna hear it everywhere.
For
now,
sure.
we didn't drop this great piece of work. The world has accepted it and they downloading it, and you finna get your plaques and everything else. But let's talk about the distribution company.
I knew we were gonna talk about it. I was
bruh,
waiting.
I've been, man. Let's talk about this mistake that was made. How did you feel when you found? Go ahead and tell the people what happened.
Okay,
man.
so I'm gonna give y'all the whole rundown.
Damn.
So anybody that has gone through DistroKid, they do pretty good work, obviously. But I actually have heard from someone I know they've had this happen to them too. So last night, I'm out and about. I'm in downtown Sacramento. I'm going to an event that some other homies they're putting on, right, for the dancing community. And I'm like, all right, yeah, I've been in the house. I don't go out as much as I used to. So I'm still keeping tabs on the time because the song, or at least not the song, but the album is dropping at midnight. Okay, so then midnight comes around. I check my phone to go see, it's officially distributed
Right.
to all streaming platforms. I go to Apple Music. It's not on my artist page. I'm like, why is it not posted? I'm not gonna trip right now because I'm out and about. I'll worry about that tomorrow morning when I wake up. So then, okay.
But you was lightweight irritated. But
Yeah.
You too cool for school, so let's go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
so then the next day, today, I roll over, look at my phone, go to Apple Music. Still not there. I'm like, bro, what is going on? So then I go to my account on DistroKid. I'm like, okay, well, everything seemed good here, but why is it not on Apple Music? So then, they'll send you a link about, the song or at least the album, whatever, is live.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to the link for Apple Music because it clearly says that it's on Apple Music, but I'm like, but I don't see it. Man. Oh, it was posted all right, but they spelled my artist name that I put in myself.
Damn.
For them to, upload it to all these stores. They spelled my name wrong, and now it's under another artist's page. But I already got it, rectified. It's being done right now. But man, fuck it. It's content now. So I made a video on Instagram and said, hey, my album's dropped. But here's the thing, for all my Apple Music listeners, it's under a different name.
Damn.
It's not my actual artist name. It's under somebody else's name. So y'all can still stream it, but yeah, that little hiccup happened.
Bruh, how upset were you? Because you one of the coolest cats ever, bruh. Like, I don't think I've ever seen you even irritated. How did you feel to figure out?
On the inside?
Yeah, we'll talk about that inner monster.
I was livid.
Bruh,
I was mad, and I'm like, how? Somebody about to get fired. Whose incompetent ass
Man,
messed up?
You couldn't highlight, copy, and paste?
That's what I'm saying. Because I did what I needed on my end. I put my artist name, uploaded the songs and everything. All y'all have to do is do the distribution. Send it out to these other stores so then when it drops on the official day, it's everywhere now. But on Apple Music, that a lot of people use, that at least have an iPhone.
A lot of people.
You mean to tell me that you put it on the wrong artist page? Who did it? Because their ass is grass. I want to talk to their superior. I'm not writing a letter. I just want to know who was the one that did the click or move this over to do.
Kid, you owe this man an apology.
Man.
One of them Grammy Award winning man.
This is going to be talked about for years. That's all I know.
So when you contacted DistroKid, what did they say? I mean, how are they going to make this up to you? Like, what can be done?
Well, the thing is, I guess, like any other platform for any business, whatever mishaps that you guys have, you have a fail-safe or some kind of department or tab that you can click on when these things happen. And sure enough, that's what I did. I went to my account and okay, what is the issue?
Y'all fucked up.
Man, you guys uploaded the project under the wrong artist's name. So then it will ask for a link for your actual artist page for, you know, whatever the platform is.
Mhm.
We're talking about Apple Music.
Right.
So I copied the link, pasted it on there, sent it off. Okay, it'll take about 2 weeks for it to like basically transfer to the right page.
How is it gonna take? Why is it taking 2 weeks?
I have no clue because I don't understand the analytics. I don't understand the technical stuff. All I know is fix the problem.
Man, they
Y'all did everything else correctly on all the other platforms, but on Apple Music, you just dropped the ball. I don't get it. That's why I'm saying
You might want to write a letter, bruh.
man, a former angry letter.
Yes. Get your feelings out. Because that's ridiculous.
But
Apple's what, the #1 download program, whatever it is, out?
yeah, and they just they dropped.
See,
the
this is
ball.
why Empire rules the world. Because DistroKid, yeah, you do your thing, but Empire, y'all rule the world. Come shout it. Come talk to KXEZY.
Man, for real.
Come help him out, because DistroKid
Please.
did him dirty. Gazi,
Please.
come on, bro. B Sam, come on, bro. Come talk to this
I would
man.
love to be a part of the family for real.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Okay, so we got this great work that's gonna go platinum in 2 weeks once DistroKid fix their fuck up. You have the clothing line that's doing well. You're a poet. You're a party starter, but it's all underneath this thing called hip hop. And with hip hop, it's something that's in you, not necessarily on you. When hip hop has opened up a door for you to walk in, to continue, aka SENSEI GROOVY. I keep tongue twisting on that. SENSEI GROOVY. What is it that you want the door to open to? What's next for KXEZY?
Man, to be honest with you, I've been approached, or at least told, have you ever thought about, you know, being in television because of my personality?
I can see that.
I mean, from like the little TikToks I've done, like doing like voiceovers or just lip singing or whatever the case may be of like reenactments of like a movie scene and stuff like that,
Mhm.
that I actually like show, like you see it in my face when I actually play the characters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, as a kid growing up, I love watching movies, so I love cinema, and for me, hopefully something that has to deal with film.
Okay.
TV show, whatever, like
Okay.
somewhere in that realm. Because obviously, you know, you can't rap forever.
No.
That music checking, it's not always gonna come in. Royalties, that'll be great. But yeah, I'd love to be in film for sure.
Nick Lee, come talk to this man. Deion Taylor, come holler at this boy. Is what it
Shoot,
is.
if I could be in a Marvel film, boy.
Okay. So.
Cause I'm a big nerd. I love Marvel. I read comics as a kid. I like anime. Like a lot of people don't know this stuff, and I'm actually putting it out there right now. I am a huge nerd. There's many different layers to me. That's why I'm such an interesting individual.
Now, when you say nerd in the Marvel, like, what is the favorite Marvel?
Ooh, damn.
Yeah, I had you brought it up. I would have never known you was a big ass nerd.
Man. I'm okay. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Black Panther.
Give me the second one, because Black Panther was easy.
Yeah, Black Panther is easy.
Give me a second
It's
one.
typical. Let's see here. I will say at a Marvel, Silver Surfer.
Now, you really are a nerd, but I guess I'm kind of letting my nerd out because I know what you're talking about here. What is it about Silver Surfer that just got you so? That's my second favorite.
His power, like he's
Silver
a
Surfer's a
he's
thug,
like
bruh.
he's like a cosmic being that, like, at least how they portrayed it in the Fantastic Four film.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody has seen the old Fantastic Four film, when he was in there, that was their second film. When they introduced him, it's like bruh can go through like objects. He is on a flying
Surfboard.
Surfboard.
You clean as fuck with that board too.
Bruh. Like, bruh is different.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I loved the TV show as a kid. It's just, like I said, his power is just like, it's unique. Not to say everybody else's is not, but it's just, he was different. Because, like I said, he's like a cosmic being. He's not of this world. He was from like a different planet, essentially. And then got turned into the Silver Surfer. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, bruh, New Kid on the Block, out now on all platforms. It's on Apple. You just got to go find it someplace else.
If you, matter of fact, follow me on Instagram at KXEZY. Again, KXEZY. Follow me on there. Go to the link in my bio. That's the direct link.
So again, if the people want to get a hold of you, please let them know how they can get a hold of you.
Follow me on Instagram at KXEZY. It's that simple.
Now, how the fuck did we come up with the name KXEZY, spelled KXEZY?
So,
then I'm gonna let you go handle your business, but I want to know this.
okay, so KXEZY was supposed to be spelled initially KEEZY.
That's why I spelled it in my phone.
Exactly. So, when I dropped a song on like, Apple Music and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
I did notice that somebody else already goes under the name. So I'm like, damn.
Didn't know that.
So now I gotta get creative. So I just added an X and took out the other E.
That simple?
Just that simple.
Damn.
Because then that way it's someone new. But
That's true.
it is KXEZY. Because some people, they're like, when they look at the name, they're like, how do you say this name? Oh, it's KXEZY. So I'm being different.
Right.
Just add the little X. Because I couldn't upload my music and it'll go under somebody else's profile like, oh, hell nah.
You mean like what happened today?
Yeah,
Anyways?
exactly. And it's the same person,
Shit.
basically. So that's why I was like, nah, I'm putting an X on mine. Shoot.
Shit.
So yeah.
Any performances coming up?
Nah, not that has been booked or anything like that. I'm open to it, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Now that my project is officially out, I'm trying to be outside. I'm trying to perform for real.
Okay, well, Mr. KXEZY, with your new album, New Kid on the Block, which is here in rotation here on hype-radio.com. I want to say thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to sit down with me. Thank you for the piece of work that you put together, because crush on you. I'm gonna burn it into y'all brains. Y'all gotta get it. It's a summer smash.
Man, I just want to get it on the radar to where, like I said, like where Lil Kim is showing love, because that, like, all I'm really doing on that song is I'm just paying homage. I don't even want to really make money off that song. I really don't. I just want to be noticed.
Of course, if you make money off the song, it won't hurt.
Yeah, it won't hurt, but I just want to have the notoriety of her noticing it and me paying homage because it's hip hop. Because she has dope work. Anybody that's known Lil Kim or is at least aware of her, she has done great work.
She may look a little different these days.
Yeah, obviously.
But she part dragon because she spit fire.
Yeah, for sure. So I just want to get big ups from a legend in the game. That's it. Once that's solidified, you can't tell me nothing. I already get kudos from the OGs from me rapping, because they say, man, a lot of the young cats these days, they don't talk about nothing, nor they can't really follow like their music.
Right.
Now, granted, it is a different day and age, for sure. Of course, things are going to be different.
Definitely.
But when it comes to delivery, schemes, metaphors, stuff of that nature, all these things that are under hip hop, I'm still staying true to the hip hop culture, but yet I'm still in tune with the new day and age to the flow pattern, so I am switching it up. But I'm still gonna give y'all bars, because that's what I grew up on. So why not?
Okay, well, world, you heard it from the man. Make sure you go and download his album. Make sure you follow him on the gram. Support this young brother because he really got talent, and it'd be a shame for y'all to miss out on it. Sacramento, you should be downloading his stuff now. We need to support our own mud the way we support Out of Bounds mud. Really, come on, let's get on board with this. Make sure you tune in to Hype Radio. That is hype-radio.com, or you can get on the TuneIn app. App is free. They don't bug you with emails, and you can take us anywhere you want to go. New Kid on the Block is in rotation. We play hip hop and R&B. We got other shows coming up. Make sure you tune in. I'm your man Shadow. This is Hype Radio. This has been another episode of a show that I love called The Spotlight. KXEZY is in the spotlight. Make sure y'all follow him, support him. Let's run these numbers up. Right now, we're going to get up out of here because this man is busy. I want to say I love you to all of y'all. Make sure y'all be safe out there and have a good weekend. I holla. And you know I'm going to play my new song. You know. You already know. So, we're going to be here a lot. Okay. What we going to have a problem? See, ownership has its privileges. I can start with it.
Oh, yeah. You dig it? I got the queen.
Taylor, I like this.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. We really appreciate y'all showing your love and support. Make sure you follow KXEZY. Download his music. Matter of fact, follow him and let him know what your favorite song is. All righty, man. Shadow, we gonna get up out of here. Y'all be safe, for real.